Blog Talk Radio.
It's Cannon Baby coming with the heat. Got Endie Fiya playing in my speakers. Nikhil the host, girl in motion, all the way lit, airway smoking. You can call in, this phone lines open. Rockets are hot like we cooking the roast. Endie Fiya the GOAT, don't ask who the competition is, cause they standing alone popping. When you listening here, you always get what you interviews. Artists, songwriters, authors, and entrepreneurs. Chopping it up with powerful icons who make an influence. Who keep it hotter, this is Endie Fiya. Blazing on yourself, tune in and catch the heat. It don't even matter where you at. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. Yeah, holy moly, this day heat. Got Nikhil in my speakers. Girl in motion, get on your feet. Endie Fiya, blazing, please. Keep it coming every week. We too strong, we defeat the weak. Cannon Baby, super speed. We keep it turning to the sea. It's too high. A fireman can't put it out cause it's too high. Endie Fiya. It's too high, a fireman can't put it out cause it's too high. Endie Fiya, yeah. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone, for everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone, for everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone, for everyone. Entertainment, news, daily inspiration for everyone, yeah.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to another night of Endie Fiya. How you guys doing? You doing good? And we made it through another day. That's all I got to say. You know what? Today started out kind of like yesterday did. You know, remember I told you I was just in this funk, like it was Thursday, and I just knew it was going to drag like it did on yesterday. And then I had to remember, like, I talked so bad about Monday being another Thursday, and you know how we all know that the power of life and death is essentially in what we say. So I had to get up from my desk and, like, really just shake all of that off. You know, I had to shake it all off because I work from home, and I can't allow such negativity just to be – it's bad. When you work from home and you carry that type of energy, it's in your workspace, but it thrives within your house. You know what I'm saying? So I had to leave, like, my office and just walk around and just to get myself together because I couldn't be like I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like 8:15 at 10 o'clock. You look at the clock and it's still like 8:15, and then you look at the clock at 12 and it's still like 8:15. Now, mind you, that's my mindset. That's how I was feeling on Monday. So, you know, by 8:30, I had myself together, you know, and then all of a sudden it was 10 o'clock, and it was really 10 o'clock, you know. I had to just mentally prepare myself for the day. Like, it's not going to be another bad Tuesday feeling like a Thursday, you know what I'm saying? So by the end of the day, I had to, you know, I talked to some people throughout the day, you know, positive, motivating, uplifting, inspiring men and women who, you know, they kind of get you through the day. If you don't have those people in your lives, hey, piggyback on those people, you know what I'm saying, so that they can give you the inspiration that you need throughout the day. So it was a great day for me. What'd you do? Somebody send me a quick message really quick and let me know how your day went, all right, so I can shout you out really quick and talk about you. Let my listening audience know how your day went, all right? Coming up on Thursday, who do we have on the show? 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have audio on the show. Closing out next week. Can you believe we are at the end of September? I can't believe this month just really flew by. We're like, September's gone. You know, it's gone. September is gone. It's gone. So, yes, coming up at the end of the month next week on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Johnny Kroon with us. On the 27th, we're ending the month with authors. Yes, authors. I know somebody asked me, they were like, what, are you back just, just artist now? That's all I've heard. Oh, no. Here on Endie Fiya, we are all about the independent community. So whether you are an entrepreneur, a blogger, model, an actress, actor, whatever you're doing within the independent community, we're here for you. So, yes, closing out the end of the month, we have author Latoya McCrae on Tuesday the 27th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You remember the artist Dossie we had on the show last month? Well, Latoya is actually her sister. Yes, debuting her new book, first book, as a matter of fact. Yeah, she'll be here talking about her brand new book on the 27th. And then coming back to us for the third time with a new book release. Yes, now this is the very first time we've had a triple threat here on Endie Fiya. It seems like we get it back. Now, I won't say this is it's going to be the latest release, but she's put out, books in between. We've had her here for, I think maybe 2019 she was here, and then 2021 she was here. No, 2020 she was here. But she's been our best female author. She's been our best author, I believe. I told you I would know all of her awards by the time she came back. But I want to say she's been our best female author and she's been our best author. Well, she might have been our entrepreneur of the year. One of those three, or two of those three, she has been. So author Chanel will join us closing out the month on the 29th, next Thursday. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday, the 29th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you cannot make them all, as we always say, please, please, please do not miss them all. All right? And then I know, somebody sent me a message and they were like, hey, New Music Mondays, what's going on? I know. I've been slipping. But you know what? In my defense, y'all been slipping with the music too. I can't give you new music on New Music Mondays if you're not sending in the music for New Music Mondays. So let me get that email out for you. You can send the new music submissions to Monica at info@fiyaradio.com. All right? That's ENDIEFIYA radio.com. In the subject line, New Music Mondays submissions. All right? Or you can head over to the website, www.indiefireradio.com, and click on tab for New Music Monday submissions. But don't forget to upload the file. See, that's a lot of your problem. You get so excited to get over there and submit your music that you forget to upload the file. We have all of this, you give all of these descriptions about, your artist and the track, but you forget to upload the file. And guess who's not coming to chase you down for that track? Me. All right? So don't forget to upload the file. That's the last step. Like right at the bottom, it says click for file, or click this file, or click this link. It tells you what to do. So just don't forget to upload the file. All right, www.indiefireradio.com. .com, yes. New Music Monday submissions, and don't forget to upload the file. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. My guest this evening, super, super excited to have her here with me. Singer, songwriter, and blues artist, Meme Yahsal. She's from Blackville, South Carolina. She has been in the music industry all her life. Meme Yahsal started singing with her father, mother, and siblings in the gospel group named the Family Gospel Singers. She performed in multifunctions in her community. She traveled to different cities and states for many years. Her singing career was inspired by her mother, who also was a recording artist. It has always been Meme Yahsal's passion and zeal to write and perform in front of an audience. In 2019, Meme Yahsal decided to pursue her passion for singing in the genre of soul blues, along with her siblings, who also contribute to the success of her music career. When she also discovered Southern Soul, she immediately knew. She released her first single, My Eye Candy, in 2020, and in April of 2020, in April of 2020, she released her first album, Just Being Meme, and there was no stopping from there. She continued to produce more projects and grace the stage with many artists. Her desire is to touch, encourage, to bring excitement to all of her fans. Endie Fiya listening audience, I present to you this evening my very, very special guest, singer, songwriter, and blues artist, Meme Yahsal.
Hi, how
you doing? How are you this evening?
I'm great. Doing well.
Yeah, you good? You shook it all off now? You better now?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I am so glad to have you here with me this evening. Let me tell you, I don't know too much about Miss Meme, but, you know, like I tell all of my guests, when I get the information about them, you know, it's I do my due diligence. I go and start stalking, you know, their social media. Not really stalking, you know, but I need to be as informed about my guests as possible. And so just in, you know, hopping through your social media, you know, people speak highly about Miss Meme. And I haven't listened to any of your music. I don't do that. I like to be as either impressed or as disappointed as my listening audience. We're either going to be shocked or we're going to love Miss Meme. All right? But everyone speaks so highly of Meme. So I think we are definitely for a treat this evening when we hear her, guys. I'm going to tell you that because everything that I read about her everyone praises Meme, all right? So I can't wait to listen to the first track. But your bio states that, you know, you've been singing all your life. You started singing with your family in a gospel group known as a family gospel singer. So I'm going to backtrack. Yeah. The same question I ask everybody that comes on the show. You know, for me, I know how it was when I was little. I used to go down south, you know, every summer. I was drugged to church, you know, every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night to some church service. Saturday morning, you know, there's Sunday school. Then you're in church like all day long. Then you got church service Sunday night. And so I know that, you know, what your bio states, but what was it like for you growing up, you know, having just that type of atmosphere, it sounds like, and then being in a group, you know, with your siblings as well as your parents? That is your foundation for singing. What was it like for you being in a group, you know, at such a young age?
It was a learning experience. First of all, you know, to my mother and my father, they both were ministers. They both are ministers now, but they had a band. They had a band and everything, and she was a singer, she was a songwriter, and my father, he was a lead guitar player. So growing up in an environment like that, it was like I said, it was a learning process. My brothers and my sister, we all, you know, was in the house. We always was going every Sunday because, you know, we were singing all over the place. And not only that, they taught us the business side of music. So my mother, she taught me how to sing. She was also a phenomenal singer herself. She taught me how to sing. And, you know, growing up under them, I learned how to write songs. And, you know, on our second project that we completed, it was a couple of songs that I wrote on there for my mother. So it was a very learning experience. I had a chance to grace the stage along with them at an early age. At the 14, I want to say about 14, 15, they really drafted me And so I was singing in the background and everything, besides in church. And I was singing in the background. We was going all over different festivals and everything. So I felt like a Jackson 5. I felt like Michael Jackson. I didn't get a chance to really get out there and socialize because I was always practicing. I'm always practicing singing and everything. So it was in the spirit. It was a learning process for me.
And then all of a sudden, and I think my guest last night said that his choir director gave him, so to speak, his big shot. You know, one Sunday he was pulled to the front to lead a song. You know, at what point did your parents realize that, oh, Mimi got it. We're going to put her in the front and let her lead a song and you know, see what happens. At what point did your parents realize that, you know, you had a voice and that you could really carry a song, and they, you know, put you in the front and let you lead?
Well, I always sung around the house and everything. And what happened was, I want to say I was around about 7 or 8. We went to a radio station and we did a live, it was like a live interview, and I had to sing also. And I sung in the mic, and everybody in my area, different towns and everything, and they heard me. And my mother was like, Mimi, you could sing. She said, Mimi, you need to step out, you know, a little bit, because I was shy. I was a very shy person. And she was like, you know, Mimi, you need to go ahead on and step out and start leading. And I was like, yeah, if you be right beside me, I can pass the mic if I mess up. So she would encourage me to, you know, to step out and everything. And she always said she had my back. But it was then at that moment that she knew that there was something about me. She told me, she said, I may not be living because she's no longer with me. And she said that, you know, I may not be with you, Mimi, but if you believe in yourself, she said, your gift will make room for you. And she told me, you know, to pursue my dream and everything, my passion. So that, I say around about 7. I wouldn't say around about 7. It was a long time. I'm up in the age and I try to remember, but yeah, it was around about that time.
Wow, I couldn't imagine being so young with that type of quote-unquote responsibility on my back. But I feel also that I look at children now who are gifted, you know, with such a talent or with such a singing voice. They have no fear. You know, I feel like
they don't.
They, you know, they conquer their fear. You know, I watched them on like America's Got Talent, and you hear their stories. You know, I started singing when I was 5. Well, how old are you now? I'm only 8. You know what I'm saying? And they have such confidence about them. You know, there's no fear. You know, they haven't experienced life yet to even know what fear means, but they have such confidence about them. So, I don't know. I look at myself now and just be like, you know, even at the age that I am, having to step on stage and sing, you know, I would just be a bundle of nerves. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, these kids now, yeah. Like you mentioned, would have had to have been, like, right there beside me, pushing me, you know, or I would have had to have her right there holding my hand. You know what I'm saying? But I guess growing up, you know, knowing that she was right there supporting you or having your back, you know, that would have instilled some type of courage, you know, in you.
Right.
And now as an adult, even though you mentioned that she's not here with you, still having that in you.
Right.
When you step on the stage, I believe that, you know, having that still in you now, her presence, you know, I can't even get out what I'm trying to say, but just her presence, knowing that what, you know, from such a small young girl and then growing up, and wow, I can't even imagine. When it comes
she graced the stage,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll get ready to say when she graced the stage, when I learned from her because she was my role model, and she got up there with no fear, and she would tear the church down. She didn't even need nobody, no choir behind her, or nothing like that. She grabbed the mic. Time she just grabbed the mic, everybody was up on their feet. She's my inspiration.
And that's kind of how my mother is the same way. My mother has 3 brothers, and they all have a gospel group that they've sung in for, I don't know, like all of my life. And, you know, with COVID, it kind of shut down, you know, it shut down everything. And so it limited their performances. And, you know, our church has been, and I know this is just all off topic, but I'm just kind of led to talk about it for just a moment. Our church has been, you know, the doors have been closed still. We've had virtual church, you know, the past 3 years. So our pastor announced that on Sunday, you know, we'll go back in the physical building the first Sunday in October. But the group has actually gone, they've been doing this for the past 6 months. You know, they go in, they open up church doors every Sunday, and they sing so that we have, you know, music across our virtual church airwaves, you know, every Sunday. Well, guess who controls the dashboard? Me, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, girl, I do it all. Well, when I hear my mother sing, you know, and it's kind of like you just mentioned, she doesn't need a choir, like she doesn't need a microphone. Her voice is just that the magnitude of her voice it carries, you know, and she's my inspiration, you know, what she just instills in other people, you know. She's also a minister. You know, you mentioned that your parents are ministers. Mom is a minister as well. But her voice, her and her brothers, you know, like I said, they've sung like all of my life. But that courage, it's something about, I don't know, what mothers instill in you. And even if it weren't on a platform of, you know, music, it's just what mothers, what they instill in you and what you carry on your career. You know, even if you weren't a music artist, it's what she instilled in you and what you continue to carry on and what you pass on, you know, to generations and generations. It's just something about, you know, mothers. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, you know, as your bio states that you decided to pursue your passion and singing, and how did we get from gospel to soul and blues? And I know there's a melting pot of how all of that is combined into one. But how did you go from singing with the family to, you know, singing soul and blues? And I know that integral part of your music career, but I just have somebody send me a question. How did she go from singing gospel? I don't think she left the gospel. I mean, you can't leave singing gospel. But how did you get from, you know, singing gospel music to now soul and blues artist?
Okay, what happened with that is after the passing of my mother, it kind of threw me. It kind of threw me and everything. And I stopped singing for a couple of years. I had stopped singing completely. I wasn't singing around the house or anything after her passing and everything. And I'm a type of person that loves the dance. I love entertainment and everything. So I knew about Southern Soul. I used to go to the shows and everything and watch other artists and all that sing. And I told my husband, I was like, why do I feel like I need to be on that stage? I like something was tugging inside of me. So I got with my brothers and I told them that I want to start back singing. And they asked me, okay, and they say, what you want to do? Because they're my producers, too. They're also my producer, and they're in my band. So they were like, what do you want to do? I said, I want to do Southern Soul. And they were like, Southern Soul? I said, like soul and blues. So what got me into it is that I love the culture of it. I love the culture. It's to me, in my opinion, I think that it's more closely related to gospel a little bit. But I get to dance. I get to dance like I want to, and be free like I want to. And I love the atmosphere of it. I love the older folks. You know, everybody know how to have a good time. That was one of the things that I've seen at the shows, and I felt like with my soulfulness, my soulful voice and everything, I thought that it would be a good fit for it because I'm not R&B. I'm more. I got a churchy kind of sound, so I was like, you know, maybe that'll fit. And so I decided to go into that, and it took off faster than what I thought it was. I didn't think that, you know, that the people or the fans, I didn't think I was going to gain any fans, really, because of my background, like where I came from. But I love it. I love it. I love the environment. I love the culture of it. And it has been, I hadn't stopped back. I haven't stopped. So I love it.
Now, something you mentioned earlier was that your parents taught you not only, you know, the singing aspect, the music side of it. They taught you the songwriting side of it, but they also taught you the business side of this industry. And I think that is so important because so many artists get into this industry because they know how to sing. I'm an amazing singer. Somebody told me I could sing, you know what I'm saying? I got in the studio and I sounded amazing, you know, or I know how to write songs, you know, or I know how to freestyle, you know, I beat somebody in a rap battle, so I should be a rapper. They know all about the music side of it, but they don't know anything about the side when it comes to the business side of it. They don't understand that you can't have one side. I know anything about the business side of it at all.
Right.
So how important, now, as you grew up, how important was it, you know, for you to continue to know that, you know, you mentioned your brothers were your producers, you know, staying close-knit with the family, but still, you know, I'm still having to deal with, you know, maybe I got to get a manager. Maybe I, you know, got to sign some contracts, you know what I'm saying? I got to read this contract over, you know, when it comes to booking engagements, you know, how important was it that you took that knowledge that you gained from your parents and applied it to, you know, my life as an adult artist? How important was it to you that, you know, now I got this knowledge from back then, I stay, you know, current on this information because the business side of it changes. When I came into this industry 14 years ago, I was getting information, you know, every week. My mentor would send me you know, hey, study over this here. Make sure you know this right here. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, it would be like every day, hey, make sure you know this here. Study over this right here. Then all of a sudden, it would be every hour. Hey, get updated on this information here. You know what I'm saying? The industry changes like every hour. There's something new. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the business side of it, you know, how important is it for these artists to know not only I got to know the quote-unquote music side, but the business side as well? Tell them how important that is.
It is very, very, very important. Singing and entertainment, to me, is like 30% of it. The business is 70%. That's just the way I see it. It's very easy to go on stage and to entertain. But at the end of the day, you know, you want to make sure that, you know, every I is dotted and every T is crossed. Always, I have, you know, other people that walk up to me and everything. I mean, they talk to me and everything. They call me and, you know, they'll ask me, you know, about, you know, different, you know, information and everything. And I'm, you know, I don't have no problem giving it to them. They can go on the website and see different things. But I stress people about your copyrights. Make sure that your copyrights and stuff, you know, that's number one. You want to make sure that, you register with, a PRO. You want to make sure all that so you can get your money. You want your, what you call it, I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue. But you want to make sure all that's taken care of. You want to make sure that you, let me see, do all your registrations along with, I'm trying to call everything because there's so many things that you have to do. And you want to make sure that everything's legit. You want to make sure that all your business is taken care of. You want your checks, royalties. That's
royalties.
You want to make you want to make sure that's taken care of because they ask me, how you get the royalty check? I'm like, so y'all been singing all this long time and y'all don't have anything right?
You ain't got nothing to show.
Nothing. And then they were asking me, you getting royalty checks? I said, yeah. So, I tell people all the time, it's very important to, educate yourself. If you can, talk to somebody. That know more about the business. So my mother and father taught me that at a young age. They had booking managers and everything. And to make a long story short, they got outs by a booking manager because they didn't read over the contract. And he also was taking their money, too. So, they would sit down and talk to us about, different things, like the contract, make sure that, if you don't understand, take it to a lawyer. And, let the lawyer go over everything with you and break everything down to you before you even sign anything. So they taught me all about that. It actually said everything is changing now. Back then when I was doing things, we had tapes. They don't do tapes no more. So the CDs out, and that's about to be deleted, So everything's changing with that too, with the streaming platforms and all that. A lot of people don't know. I don't know if anything changed since 15,000 to one sale, if I'm not mistaken. I'm still, like I say, I'm still trying to keep myself abreast on everything that's taking place. So with this business side, you want to make sure that that's taken care of.
There you go. That's first and foremost. I want to get into some music from Miss Meme. Like I said, guys, people have been talking her up, so I'm excited to hear exactly what all this talk is about. All right? The first track we're going to get into is entitled The Weeknd. I'm sorry. The Weeknd, my favorite artist. It's The Weeknd. It's The Weeknd, all right? So, Miss Meme, the writing process is for It's The Weeknd. Let's take our listening audience through what exactly went on when you were writing It's The Weeknd. When you write, do you have to have your beat first and then you write the lyrics, or do you write your lyrics first and then comes your music? What's your writing process like?
It go both ways. Sometimes I can have a melody going on. I could be walking around the house, or I could be vacuuming or washing dishes or something like that, and a melody will come to mind, and I will hurry up and record it on my phone. I got a recorder out, so I can record it on my phone, and then I will give it to my brother, who's my producer, and I give him a snippet of how I want everything, and he comes out with the music, and then I will go ahead on and put the lyrics down, and sometimes I will come up with some lyrics. Like I can hear something that you may say, and I may have a song just that fast. Like you just say Monday being another Thursday. I say, oh, that's a good song title right there. So I'm very creative and with songwriting, and with the Weeknd, I was thinking about something that people can relate to. Everybody always look forward to the weekend. Everybody always do. After you don't come off a hard work week, you want to chill out and you just want to relax. So I just have a good time. So that's how I came up with that. Thinking about how a person feel when they get off of work, that including myself, how I feel all the time. When I'm driving home from work on a Friday, I'm happy. And I got to go back in to Monday. So I write down, at that time, my emotions and my feelings and everything. and then I will go back. I will go back to it, and then brainstorm a little bit more, and then I come up with a hook, and I go from there.
All right, well, I want to give you the opportunity to go ahead and introduce your track to the listening audience for the very first time.
Okay, everybody, y'all going to be listening to it. It's The Weekend, written by myself, Meme Yahsal, and produced by my brother, Peter Wizard, Terrence Thompson. Hope you enjoy.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lavina Lai here with you guys on Endie Fiya Radio, hosted by Nakia, playing only the hottest music, and of course me.
If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl Nakia and my very special guest singer, songwriter, and blues artist, Meme Yahsal. You just heard It's the Weekend. Guys, what do you think? Thumbs up? Thumbs up. All right, thumbs up. All right, it's a go. They like It's the Weekend. It's the weekend. I wish it was the weekend. I'm a little tired. I had to get Lavina Lie in there for just a minute. We were in here dancing to that, so I got to catch my breath. I had to grab some water. Anything that can get me up out of my seat is definitely a thumbs up around here. So we like It's the Weekend. I think that song gave supposed to give. When it comes to, like, the human connection, you know, how do you want your songs to be able to touch your listening audience? Do you want it to be able to resonate in, you know, not only the ear, but the emotional side, you know, the mental side of your listening audience? Should it bring forth something, you know, in them? I know when it comes to blues and soul, it does kind of just do something that B music really doesn't do. They touch people in different ways. So when it comes to your music, is that what you're hoping to bring out of your listening audience?
Yes, I would. I wanted it to encourage with the lyrics and everything, because the music by itself gonna make you move. But a lot of times, you know, I have my fans and the audience that they always listen to the lyrics, and I want them to be able to, you know, connect and with the lyrics and everything, and understand, you know, the lyrics and everything, and resonate with themselves. And also, you know I can't take away everybody's problems, but what I want them to do is when they turn the music on and they hear my music, you know, it'll, you know, uplift them a little bit. I can't take away, because when the music is off, I hope it make them feel a little bit better. But, you know, my thing is I want to encourage, to exhort, to teach, you know, just those things right there. I just want to bring happiness. I can't, like I said, I can't take away the problems, but, you know, that at that time, you know, when they listen to it, their mood will change. So.
Well, It's the Weekend definitely did do that for me. Now, I don't know how the next track is going to, you know, what it's going to do. The title of it already is saying something to me, so I'm anxious to see what's going to happen when I listen to the song itself. When it comes to, we're not ready to get into it just yet, though. when it comes to your older music versus your newer music, which one of your songs would you say you delivered your best performance on so far, either from an emotional or a technical point of view? Let's see if we have that track.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I would say Eye Candy.
Oh,
that track, my Eye Candy. How should I say this? That track, that was my very first track that I had wrote and produced with my brother, and at the time, you know, we were just trying to come up with something, trying to find our own vibe and everything, and how should I say it resonated with both the male and the female, because really it wasn't no gender involved until I said, you know, dark skinned lover. That could be anybody, you know, male or female. Mm-hmm. So and not only that, you know, it resonated with couples, you know, a lot of couples and everything. And that track had put me out there on the charts and everything too. So Eye Candy, that's on my first album. That track there resonates with me. Now the new ones, the one that just played, It's the Weekend, it was kind of out my element a little bit, because I'm very soulful, but that, it was like a little dance track, and I was trying something different, you know, trying to bring in the younger proud and everything, because I found out that I got college students that love my music and everything, and I was shocked by it, by me being a certain age, and I was like, wow, that. So those two, Eye Candy and for the new ones, like It's a Weekend.
Okay, so we're going to get into Eye Candy. I don't know how you knew that was the one I was playing next, but we're going to get into. We're going to jump into Eye Candy right now, guys. You just talked it up. So tell me what you think. Eye Candy, Meme Yahsal.
There's something I want you to know. I've been watching you since you walked through the door. You caught my eye, looking so fine. I wanna get to know you, see if I can make you mine. The way you smile, the way you dance, the way you walk. You a sexy man. Ooh, baby, dark-skinned lover, my eye candy, my eye candy. Ooh, you sexy thing, baby, my eye candy, my eye candy. Hey, baby, I like the way you move. Those jeans you're wearing sure look good on you. Ooh, you caught my eye, looking so fine. I wanna get to know you. I wanna make you mine. The way you smile, the way you dance, the way you walk. You a sexy man. Ooh, baby, dark-skinned lover, my eye candy. Ooh, baby, my eye candy. Ooh, you sexy thing, baby, my eye candy. Hey, I like your style, my eye candy. I can give you good love. I wanna be your woman. Oh, we can do it all night and talk until the sun comes up. I can give you good love. I wanna be your woman. Oh, we can do it all night, my candy. Yeah, baby, my eye candy. Ooh, you sexy thing, baby, my eye candy. Hey, I like your style, my eye candy. Hey, I like the way you move, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dance. My eye candy, my eye candy, my eye candy.
Woo, yes, Miss Mimi, that's it right there. Boy, we had thumbs up before. You wasn't even singing, all right? And the thumbs was already up. It was the music. I think that's what the thumbs were still up. I think that's what my producer here was expecting when he saw blues artists. Like, he gave me thumbs up for It's the Weekend. I think he gives me thumbs up for everybody. He don't want to disappoint nobody. But I'm just keeping it real. When he saw blues artists for the night, he was wanting to hear some really, some blues, souls. But the music alone, I don't hardly ever see him smile on any. Yes, I'm getting messages coming in here now. Like, people really like Eye Candy. When they think of, let me read a message really quickly. Jay Smith says, when I think of blues and souls, this is what I think of right here. Eye Candy is definitely a banger. Yes, definitely a banger. I can't
thank you.
man, she was belting out those notes. Oh my gosh. Like I can't I wanna play it again. Eye Candy, yes, most definitely. Yeah, put it in rotation. Thank you. We're gonna get Eye Candy in rotation, guys. Yes, Eye Candy is definitely. If you want to call in and talk to Miss Mimi, 929-477-1320. The artist name Meme Yahsal, Yahsal, guys. Yes, Eye Candy was the name of that. So definitely, I think Eye Candy's the winner around here. Thumbs are still up. Yes, I like Eye Candy. Yeah, I stayed in my seat, but I'm hollering the whole time. Yes, Miss Mimi. Yes, yes. I like that. I like that. Yes, I'm over here now trying to send it to my man so he can go and check out Eye Candy. Yes. Because I was really going to send him Boy Bye because, he don't be acting right. And I don't even know what Boy Bye, I don't even know how it's that. But just off the title alone, I want to send him Boy Bye. He might get both of them tonight. But, yes, Eye Candy definitely, we love Eye Candy around here. Now,
thank you.
I know that you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for that single. Yes. When it comes to women in this industry, we face a lot of obstacles just because we're women. I feel like we got to work a little bit harder just because we're women. Or we are, our race, our gender. We have work just a little bit harder because of who we are. You mentioned that you are a little bit older. So I know that seasoned women got to work a little bit harder, because of all of the younger women that are coming into this industry as well. Have you had to face any barriers or obstacles, from your male counterparts? And if so, how have you overcome those barriers?
Oh, yes. It can get a little rough. It can get, how should I say it? You don't want to give up, but seem like you want to throw in the towel because of it. But the passion in me, I just keep going at it by, dropping music and everything. I say that, women as a whole, we already, we should stick together, come together.
Yes.
Always tilt other women, crowns. Always tilt them. If I'm not the type of person, I'm not envy. I don't try to be envy. I don't try to be jealous. If you sound good, I'm going to let you know, and I let them know all the time, I love your song. And, I'm putting it in my rotation. So, I can keep looking at it and everything. And I talk, we talk to one another. But with the men and everything, how should I say? I'm trying to put it professionally, without saying it. I'm trying to put it professionally, but there could be a lot of big egos going on, and I feel like the women can hold down a show just as good as a man. Matter of fact, it's a lot of women out there that can sing better than them. But because of the ego, egotistic thing that they got going on, you just got to stay at it and keep going. I'm trying to put it professionally because I only been in the genre of music for only 3 years. Matter of fact, October coming will be 3 years, and I have faced a whole lot of it. I'm gonna be real about it. Someone want to sleep with you to get on the show, and I tell them all the time, no, I'm not that type of woman. I will have my own show before I lay down and allow that to happen.
Okay.
So, yeah, they try to tuck up on your clothes, and then I had some that tried to tarnish my name, telling other promoters not to book me and everything. And I have done nothing to nobody. I stay in my own lane. I stay in my own, stay to myself, and all I do is my music. I'm on music. If I'm on social media, it's about promote my music and everything. But yeah, I had all that to go on. That's why my brother and my husband, they both are managing me now. So they got now where anybody that wants to book me or anything, they got to go through them now, and they can't, talk to me directly because of it. I like to say it just, us women as a whole, we have to stick together. We have to stick together. And in Southern Soul, it's a male-dominant genre of music, and the fans are mostly female. I don't have too many problems with the females and everything because they like my music. But getting on the shows and everything, when you look at a lot of the flyers and everything, they may have one female on there.
I've noticed
that. Female at all.
I've noticed that.
So it's very difficult, trying to get on the show amongst the male and everything. But as female, we have to stick together and continue, to put out our music and everything, and demand for us to be on these shows. So I'm trying to keep it professional as possible. I want to say some things, but I'm going to keep it professional. So
I understand. I appreciate your honesty and your realness.
Yes.
I just, that the fact that you mentioned the flyers, this past couple of months, and shout out to Yolanda Marshall. She sent a lot of artists our way these past 2 months, and even October, to the point where I've given her a third of our month. We tend to book up like really fast for the next month before we even release, our calendar. Our month, gets booked. And so we send Yolanda like 6 dates for the next month. And so she books those dates, no problem. And I just be like, dang, can I get some females? In the back of my mind, I'd be like, hey, can I get some females? You know what I'm saying? But I realize, I look at the flyers and there's not, or it's the same two. I see Sweet Nay and I see you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yes.
Where the females at? You know what I'm saying? Where they at? So that's when I start going through, like pages and just try to seek out, are there any females? You know what I'm saying? Because I really, I don't see a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So, but just in the other genres, and speaking to those female artists as well, it's the same across the board. And I get it. You want to remain, you don't want to stay because you don't want to burn bridges. Me, on the other hand, I don't really care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But I believe in reciprocity. I'm very big on that. In order to remain, I'm always humble and I'm always grateful. I see you, Yolanda. I'm always humble and I'm always grateful for anything that everybody does to me. But as you mentioned, as females in this entertainment industry, we should be about uplifting, inspiring, motivating, empowering one another.
Mm-hmm.
You can't remain on top if you remain closed fist in everything that you do. So each level of success that you reach, you should always be about taking that hand. Shouldn't remain closed fist, but that hand should remain open so that you can always reach down as you climb the ladder of success. Reach down and bring another sister up. So I've always been about that. And so I see the young ladies that I have on the show. They're always talk about empowering and motivating and inspiring and uplifting. There's always that camaraderie with the young ladies that I have on the show. As they go through their own obstacles and they face their own barriers, they always make sure that they're bringing somebody up, in this industry themselves. So I salute, all the young ladies that I've had on the show, no matter the age bracket that they're in, whether they are in their 60s and been in this industry 40 years, whether they're in their 20s and just, you know, embarking on their music career, they've always been about helping their fellow sister out in this industry. So I salute all of you. At some point, so they got what it was about. It's not about a competition, because this industry is big enough for each and every one of us to get in our lane and make it to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I salute, you know, you for that. And thank you for keeping it as professional as you could, because you could have took it to the left. Like I said, I don't care. I'll go to the left. I'll go to the left with it. But thank you for keeping it professional. I want to get into your final track, Boy Bye. Just take us through the creative processes for that track, Boy Bye, and tell us what it's all about.
Oh, I came up with that 3 years ago, and last year we decided to drop it, and we put out a video. But the concept of the song is about a guy not coming home. He's out there running the streets, running after women and everything. And, you know, I was just fed up with it. I was fed up with it and everything. So, it basically saying, you know, that, you know, I was telling him to get his hat, shoes, get his shoes and leave, and I was through with him. I was through with him. And my daughter is 24 years old, and it's something that if they can relate to it, they were like, she was like, Mama, I like that song. I said, I guess so. I said, you too young to be knowing about Boy Bye. Well, I said, but that's how that concept came up with. You know, we were just around the house and everything, and my niece and nephew, and especially my daughter, they all be talking about, you know, these guys and everything. I would make a little song about this. And we came up with the lyrics, and we released it last year.
All right, let me see what it's talking about. Here we go, guys. Boy Bye. Meme Yahsal.
Boy Bye. Boy Bye.
over now. You heard her? Guys, tell me what you think. Meme Yahsal, boy, bye. No, I better not send that one. I thought, I was thinking boy, bye was, as just like the phrase, just whatever, boy, bye. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's like literally boy, bye. Like, get your stuff and get going. I better not send that. That's giving the wrong impression. You know what I'm saying? Man might think I'm crazy, so I better not send that one. But yes, we thumbs up around here. We like that one as well. So it's a goal for Meme Yahsal around here on Endie Fiya. All that we saw was most definitely accurate. We like Meme. We got a sign. We need to be visual tonight. We got a sign. We love Meme. All right. All right, guys. I want to thank you so much for joining me here this evening, Meme. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with us, giving so freely of your time to me, myself, my listening audience. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Once you're a guest here on the show, you become family. You're welcome back at any time. You got the music. Make sure that we got it so that we can get it in rotation. But I want to give you the opportunity now to get all of your contact information out for those who may be listening live, for those who may come back and listen to one of the many playback shows, if they're interested in booking you, if they're interested in purchasing your music, if they're interested in, or for whatever reason, professionally, that they may want to get in contact with you, the floor is now yours to get all of that contact information out.
Okay. I'm on all social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All my music is all on the streaming digital sites. If you would like to get in contact with me, you can.
So make sure that professional reasons that you're reaching out to her, all right? Because she dropped her number, all right? She did say that her husband and her brother are managing and producing her, all right? So keep it professional. All right, guys? We are right here on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Artist Audio, and back on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Johnny Croon. So if you can't make them all, please, please, please do not miss them all. And don't forget, we roll into fall on Thursday. All right? You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready for the pumpkin spice everything. I'm ready. All right, guys. Until then, you all have a good night.
Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone, yeah.